LockScreen, a SakuAtsu one-shot. Disclaimer. This is an alternate universe, so there may or may not be characteristics of the characters that is similar or different from the original ones. Hey SakuAtsu, my twin likes you. Atsumu is trying his best to cover his twin's mouth to stop him from speaking further. No, don't believe him, he's insane. Atsumu hurriedly denied what his twin just uttered. Kiyomi on the other hand heard what the twins said. But instead of reacting, he just looked at their direction for a short while and then got back to what he was doing. Atsumu then removed his hand from Osamu's mouth when he noticed that the latter was turning purple. Are you trying to kill me? Do you want me to kill you? Are you insane? You know Kiyomi won't even talk to me but you still said it? Do you know that you just made things worse? LOL, I'm sorry, okay? Atsumu really got upset of what Osamu did. For a whole week, he ignored him. Atsumu would constantly ask himself if he was being too much, but he would also convince himself that he wasn't. He believed his reaction was justifiable because it was really a big deal for him. Samu was the only one he trusted about his feelings for SakuAtsu because he was his twin, but that was what he did. Fast forward. Hey, I think I heard some tea somewhere. They were at the gym taking a break from practice. Atsumu, is it true that you like? Suna approached Sumo and he put his arms on his shoulder before continuing what he said. SakuAtsu? Suna whispered that name to Atsumu. After he said it, he immediately called SakuAtsu over. Atsumu on the other hand wasn't able to react quickly as he was flustered on how the news got to Suna's ears. SakuAtsu, do you know that someone from here likes you? He's very close to me. Very, very close. Atsumu couldn't do anything else but look down. He was contemplating on what to do because he's afraid that SakuAtsu would notice and confirm that it was him whom Suna was talking about if he talks or does something. But Atsumu was even more afraid of SakuAtsu's reaction. He was afraid that he'll get to see rejection. That's why, before anything else could happen, Atsumu just chose to turn his back and walk away. I'm going to the comfort room. Those are only some of the scenes that confirms how Atsumu is into SakuAtsu. That's why Atsumu thought to himself that it is impossible that SakuAtsu doesn't understand it until now. Fast forward. It's been now 2 months now since Samu spread that Atsumu liked SakuAtsu. Most of the days within that 2 months, Atsumu wouldn't attend there to practice. He doesn't because he feels like he'll just get more embarrassment if he does. Their friends including his twin would always tease him with SakuAtsu, so he thought that it would be better that he won't show up that much. He thinks that SakuAtsu might get even more irritated if it goes on. Atsumu also did not attend his practice earlier, but his coach called for him, that's why he did not have a choice. His coach said that he needs to be active in the practice because there is an upcoming tournament and they will participate. Atsumu on the other hand tried to decline as there is another setter on their team, but their coach's mind cannot be changed. Plus, he could not give any big reason not to participate, so he had no choice. Fast forward. Wow. You did not skip practice for a week now? Osamu screamed that at Atsumu, but he did not bother to react because his twin has been going on about it for ages now. Instead, he continued to walk towards the gym. Their call was on 4 p.m. but Atsumu decided to go there at 4:30 p.m. hoping that if his coach doesn't find out, he does not need to participate anymore. However, Atsumu just arrived to the gym and to his dismay, it was Suna's face that greeted him. Sumu, long time no see. But again, instead of reacting or greeting back, Atsumu just went on to their bleachers and looked around. It seems that their coach is nowhere to be found, and that's why Samu and Suna were not agitated by the time. Atsumu also looked around for SakuAtsu, and when he noticed that the latter wasn't there also, he just put his head on the table for the others to think that he is resting and that they won't bother teasing him. That's what he thought. However, after just about 3 minutes, there was already someone disturbing him. Atsumu? Can I borrow your phone? I just need to text our coach something, but I do not have load. Atsumu glared at Suna. Tisk, there are so many of us here, but you really want to borrow mine. However, even if he said that, he still sighed and tried to get his phone from his left pocket. However, it wasn't there. Atsumu moved his hand to the opposite pocket, but the phone wasn't there as well. His eyes widened and he started to feel startled that his phone couldn't be found on either of his pockets, so he continued to look for it in his bag. But to his dismay, even if he turned his bag upside down in search of it, he couldn't find his phone. Damn it, where is it? Atsumu was now really nervous that his phone is missing. But for the record, he wasn't nervous because of the fact that his phone is missing. He was nervous because someone might see what his lock screen was. Freaking hell. Where the hell did I put that goddamn thing? Itsumo was in the middle of trying to remember where he put his phone when Samu suddenly entered the gym with an onigiri on his hand. That's when Itsumo remembered that he let Osamu borrow his phone earlier. He let him because it was Samu's dare in the first place to replace the lock screen for 24 hours. Samu? Where's my phone? Oh, it's with me. Wait. Samu put the onigiris that he was holding down and started to look for the phone in his pockets. Itsumo was anxiously waiting for Samu to turn the phone over to him, but to his dismay, that latter wasn't able to. Damn. I think I left it accidentally on the cafeteria. Damn it. After hearing that, Itsumo did not even wait for Samu to react, and he himself was the who ran straight to the cafeteria. He wanted to get angry at Samu, but his mind was still occupied of nervousness and fear. The only thing he is concerned about now is that no one else will see his phone, or more specifically his lock screen. Itsumo was near the cafeteria when he saw that SakuAtsu was also from there. He was planning on not to bother with him and just go on inside, not until he saw what SakuAtsu was holding. Itsumo's nervousness rose even higher when he realized what it is. Kiyomi? Itsumo's heart was pounding within his chest. SakuAtsu wasn't looking at the phone but is only holding it, but Itsumo's nervousness still won't die down. Ah, that cell phone that you're holding. That's mine. Oh, this? I saw Samu put this on the counter earlier but forgot to pick it up again. That's why I got it. I was planning to return it to him. SakuAtsu answered casually while giving the phone to Itsumo. Itsumo was about to get it from SakuAtsu when something unexpected happened. The phone rang. There was a notification. The screen lit up. Itsumo and SakuAtsu both turned their eyes to the phone. Damn it! Itsumo hurriedly grabbed his phone from SakuAtsu's hand, hoping that the latter did not see the lock screen. It wasn't you? Oh, okay. SakuAtsu answered casually again, but he was smiling this time. Fast forward. You and SakuAtsu really look good together though. You really think so? It was lunchtime and Itsumo was having lunch together with Samu and Suna. It's been a day now since SakuAtsu saw his lock screen, but he was just thankful that the news didn't spread and the others were not able to tease him about it. And since he and SakuAtsu aren't classmates, they would just often see each other at training. Itsumo averted his gaze when the people at SakuAtsu's table shouted in awe when the girl moved towards SakuAtsu's side and clung onto his shoulder. Do you know how many times you've sighed today, Itsumo? Itsumo just looked at Suna, who asked, and continued to poke his steak with the fork. That's why we told you to confess your feelings for him already. Itsumo rolled his eyes before answering. Do I even need to? In all of your teasing, you're already telling him about my feelings. Tisk. Hey, it's not like that. Yeah, we're just dropping clues. And we didn't tell him directly, haha. But wait, do you want us to do it for you? Yay, do you? You both just shut up. Itsumo just continued to eat. Not long after, Samu and Suna finished eating and told him that they'd go out first because they had somewhere to be. Without a care, Itsumo just nodded and continued eating again. After a few minutes, he decided to look back on SakuAtsu's table, but to his surprise, he wasn't there anymore. He looked around the cafeteria but not even a shadow of SakuAtsu could be found. That's when it hit him. Samu and Suna said they had somewhere to be? They're kidding. Right? Are they really serious about what they said earlier? They're insane, damn. Itsumo hurriedly finished his food and stood up to find Samu and Suna. He walked across their school grounds to find the two, but he couldn't. He saw one of their classmates, so he decided to ask if he saw the two. Hey, I just wanted to ask. Have you seen my twin and Suna? Oh yes, I've seen them earlier. They were with SakuAtsu. They went to the direction of the garden if I'm not mistaken. Oh thanks. After that Itsumo hurriedly went to the direction of the garden. Why are they with Kiyomi? Are they really serious? Why do they really like to make decisions for me? Itsumo was almost at the garden, but he can already see the three of them facing each other while talking. He couldn't hear them yet because he was still a bit further and the three still wasn't aware of his presence. So he decided to sneak behind the bushes and listen instead. No, I don't believe the two of you. And please, can you stop teasing us already? Can't you both see that Itsumo is the one getting embarrassed because of what you two are doing? But my twin really like you. Yeah, it's true. Tisk, just stop it you two. After SakuAtsu said it, Itsumo felt him walking away. He didn't know how to react, so he remained standing behind the bushes like his feet was glued there. He did not know what to think, but the only thing that was sure in his mind was that SakuAtsu did not like what he heard. Fast forward. They have already arrived at the venue for their tournament for quite some time now. Itsumo did not know how he could face SakuAtsu, especially at times that he'll be setting for him. I did not even attend practice, but I'm still here, tisk. If only I could back out, I would gladly. Yo guys, let's play a game since the tournament and the ceremony won't start for another 3 hours. Sure? What game? Spin the bottle? That's corny and cringy. Nah, it's okay. But let's just go with all truth as the consequence. No dares. All of them looked at SakuAtsu's direction, like they were waiting for his approval. SakuAtsu looked back at them, and not long after he just nodded. Meanwhile Itsumo was mumbling to himself. This will be an all-truth game? Damn, on second thought, I think I don't want to participate anymore. But there is already one teammate who tried to decline to participate, but the others did not let him. My effort will just be in vain even if I try. It was the bottle's first spin, but Itsumo was already wishing that the game will be over or that 3 hours would pass by already. His attention was just on the bottle because he was nervous that it will point to him. All of their attention was on the spinning bottle, so Itsumo took this chance to look at SakuAtsu. To his surprise, SakuAtsu was already looking at him. SakuAtsu? The bottle is pointing at you. SakuAtsu averted his gaze from Itsumo towards the bottle and then to Suna. What's the question? SakuAtsu asked that without a hint of fear. Itsumo on the other hand just looked down because he can feel his raging heartbeat. His ears were red because he can't get over the fact that SakuAtsu caught him looking. But wait, wasn't he looking at me first? If you were to choose between YN or Itsumo, who would it be? Itsumo looked at Suna in shock because of the question, but the latter didn't even bother to look at him. Suna was just directly looking at SakuAtsu like he was challenging him. The other teammates on the other hand started shouting and giving bets on who SakuAtsu will pick. What is Suna's problem? Does he want me to get embarrassed again? Hey Suna, your question's lacking. You should have clarified in what aspect as well? The others agreed to what Samu said. However, before Suna could add to his question, SakuAtsu already gave his answer. Itsumo. Itsumo looked at SakuAtsu when he heard it. What is he talking about? Is he playing with my feelings? Sus? Maybe you're just saying that because my twin is here? Yeah, you're just giving him false hope. Are they right? All of their teammates gave their comments after SakuAtsu answered. Itsumo on the other hand couldn't utter a word, but he can feel his heart burning. He feels odd because deep inside he is afraid that what their teammates are saying is true. So when he felt like he couldn't contain his emotion anymore, he immediately decided to ask and go out to the restroom. Itsumo did not wait for the others' answers and he immediately walked away from that room. However, he wasn't that far yet when he felt someone grab his arm to stop him from walking further. Itsumo looked at who stopped him and he felt his heart burn more. He knew he shouldn't face him, but due to his raging emotions, he wasn't able to stop himself and he confronted him. Are you playing with my feelings? You know I like you, don't you? What? Oh, yeah, I forgot. You don't even believe that I have feelings for you, even if almost all of the people around us are saying it straight to your face. You already saw the wallpaper on my lock screen, but you still don't believe that I like you? I know you don't care, but you don't have the right to tell me that what I'm feeling is not real. How many people do you want to tell it to you before you believe? Do you want the whole campus to tell you about my feelings before you believe it's real? Itsumo did not want to show to SakuAtsu that he is hurting, but he couldn't stop his emotions. He was already crying. SakuAtsu on the other hand was just looking at him, surprised about what he uttered. Itsumo was about to leave again when SakuAtsu grabbed and stopped him for the second time. Listen to me, please. SakuAtsu grabbed both of Itsumo's cheeks and turned it to face him. I wanted it to come from you. I'm sorry if I did not believe it immediately. I just didn't want to believe anything from other people. I wanted to hear it directly from you. I did not want to expect anything because of that they are just teasing and it's not even real. That's why I tried to think of a way that you'll confess. I'm sorry if I ever done you anything wrong. I have feelings for you, to Itsumo. That is why I'm afraid and I get nervous when I approach you. I couldn't think of anything to say when it's you that we're talking about. I ran out of words. I couldn't even stand your stares. I guess I love you that much. This is the lock screen, by the way.